Well, the new Community Safety Commissioner in Minneapolis has been on the job now for about 3 weeks. Todd Barnette used to be the chief judge in Hennepin County. He now manages the city's 5 safety departments: police, fire, 911, emergency management, and neighborhood safety. And Commissioner Todd Barnette joins us now. I want to apologize for bungling your name earlier, so I'm so sorry, sir.
Totally fine.
All right. Well, listen, it's so great to have you. I want to ask you, before we get to crime stats, the bonuses that have been approved in the negotiations with the Minneapolis Police Department, some pretty nice bonuses, $15,000 recruiting bonus for new hires and $18,000 retention bonuses over 3 years, spread out over 3 years. How much do you think this is going to help?
You know, we've seen other cities give out bonuses, and so we're hoping that by doing this, we'll attract more officers as well.
All right, because it's very competitive out there.
Yes, it is.
All right. I want to ask you about the statistics, because we just ran off at the top of the show a bunch of terrible things. However, gunshot wounds, actually gunshots fired is the first graphic, shots fired, down significantly from the year before. Now let's go to gunshot wounds. That is also down significantly. The 340 is this year, 511 is last year, that's year to date. We go to assaults, it's about the same thing, about the same figure. And then we go to car thefts, and I think we all know this because we've been covering it. They are way up. There's been a major effort there to help stem that tide with the software updates. What are your thoughts about this? Because there are some trends that are clearly going in the right direction.
Yeah, you know, I think it's all the efforts that we've been made as far as being more proactive about crime prevention, those efforts, and then the efforts by Chief O'Hara and his staff trying to do their best with the amount of officers that they have and being proactive where they can. I
know that one of the things negotiated was to give the chief more flexibility to reassigning in a matter of days as opposed to waiting a longer period of time. That's a big deal.
Yes, that is a big deal, because that allows him to redeploy resources sooner than he would under the current contract.
Okay. I want to read to you a quote from the chief that he said on Thursday. Okay. He said, "However, we need to ensure that the rest of the criminal justice system is doing their part to ensure there is accountability over these thieves." He's suggesting that the judicial part of our system is not working well, especially when it comes to children. You actually are the former head, just a matter of weeks ago, were the former chief judge in Hennepin County. Is there something to that, do you think?
Well, I think as we look at the criminal justice system as a whole and society as a whole, for the most part, people view adults, when they get in trouble, there's a consequence, there's a punishment. Well, when you look at juveniles, you're really trying to get to the root cause and trying to provide those services that would help them remain law-abiding. And I think what we're seeing is an effort by the state, by the county, and by the city to look at those services and try to make sure there's no gaps there.
Is that enough, though?
No, it's more than that, right? I mean, because I've said this a couple different places. Community safety is beyond the 5 departments under me, is beyond the city. You know, you got to go back to this holistic approach that the mayor's tasked me with, and we have to look at what's one of the things that help youth stay out of trouble: being in school.
Certainly, absolutely.
Getting an education. We know the outcome of getting an education puts a person in a better position to succeed in life. And so, I mean, I think there's those efforts, along with the efforts that we'll use in crime prevention as well.
Because your background is so significant, I mean, and so prestigious. Do you think you'll be able to use that in a broader sense in your new job?
Yeah, I really do believe so. There's already been outreach from Hennepin County. There's been outreach from the state, just saying, hey, how can we help in this endeavor, looking at this holistic approach to community safety.
Okay. Well, Commissioner Barnette, congratulations, and we certainly look forward to hearing from you in the meantime, we can see that some numbers really are moving in the right direction, something our next guest is going to want to talk about too. So thank you so
Sure.
much.
All right, thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.